Now let's see if we can make this into a quiz or something that you can use to assess and keep track of things. Like we did in math, you could line them up down here on the bottom, or however you want to do it, give them names and keep track of them. And remember, you can copy and paste these from one thing to another too, and take the entire sheet and keep track of them in one place or another. And I say we could fix this up. Instead of just the word like we have here, you can put a sentence in here. And it sounds a little bit different, but it still works. So here I just repeated the word.
Rolled mom rolled out a red carpet.
So maybe we'll take this out and just let it go like this.
Rolled mom rolled out a red carpet.
Okay, and hard, I just repeated them like this.
Fingers, fingers, fingers.
And again, it's not perfect, but it'll work. And so I want you to create this where you fix them up. And of course, you can shrink this. It doesn't even need all this. You can have this real narrow like this if you want. Like this, it still works the same.
Rolled mom rolled out a red carpet.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. It comes down like that.
Speed. Couldn't. Question. Catch.
Okay, and now we'll come over here. So now let's look at these. Remember what we did with these? We came into these and we said this. First of all, if it was correct, now instead of the smiley, we'll give it a 1. And if it's incorrect, here instead of a sad face, we'll give it a 0, so we can tabulate them. Now remember, also here, what if it's blank? Remember this? If we come all the way down here, and we got to do this. This doesn't matter. We can tip them back, or it'll still know the absolute value, even if it's like this. But what about these blank ones? Well, here's what we then have to do. If it's blank, we have to count that as a 0 for an absolute value. So it looks like this. All right. That one should be correct. So 1. 2 is blank 0. If B2 is equal to A2, it should be a 1. I have a little
0.
hesitation in there.
Rolled.
So I know what's wrong with this. Once I did this over here, this no longer works. So what I have to do then is I have to have this row someplace else. So watch what we're going to do here. I'm going to take this row here and put it over here now and use it compared to this. So this is kind of cool. All right, they're still covered up. They're in there, correct? All right, so now these I'll take out, so I just have the word in here.
Rolled.
And I don't need it this red to me. All right.
Fingers.
So now with these here, and again, it doesn't matter if they're here or not, but I'm going to set the formula to go this way. Instead of B2 or A, I'm going to say like this. If B2 is equal to E2,
Rolled.
see what was wrong? I had spaces in there. So now it's like this, and I can certainly reformulate these also simply by going like this. If this is a problem, this is the format cells, and come back to alignment and just bring it back down here. All right, and of course I can drag that all the way down, do whatever I want with that. I think I only have to here. I can take those out. And now I have to transform these into same form we did before. It goes something like this: equals absolute, I believe it was number, and then I go like this, C 2,
1,
and that's 1, all right? And I think if I drag that down to here, to what they are, and now I can sum these,
2,
and I have that. And then if I get these other ones right,
equator,
okay, so like this one's compensation,
compensation,
and it jumps up here. And now I've got a running thing, and of course I can hide all these, make them go away, and now the reader won't read them, it'll only read what's here. And then I want to go back and freeze them like I did before. I want everything froze except this. I think it goes down to here, and then I want it locked, I should say, so I come up under here, and under protection I want to make sure those are unlocked there as I look at review and protect the sheet. I lock that, and now everything else should be locked. If I try and get any place else here,
finger,
okay. Now there's one more thing we're forgetting. What about this? We can see this here. So here, this should be under page layout here, I think it is, or view. Just take the formula bar off and that goes away. Come back to here.